What's up, folks? This is Pierre-André Mathieu again, and I'm here with the 35th tutorial for my stylish action video game series creation with the use of Unreal Engine. And for this tutorial, I will be teaching you how to implement a defense system. Sorry that I'm late for that sort of thing, because I have to spend a week or two to construct the entire thing. It's a lot of hard work, but hey, it is what it is. After all, better late than never, right? Anyway, let's get started, shall we? So, I'm gonna go to Content Browser here, and I'm gonna open up third person. And what I'm going to do, sorry, wrong. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the character template. Inside here, I'm going to go to take variables. You probably may not remember this, but I have a guard check tick here. And what that does here is it checks whether or not the player is guarding a certain amount of attack, or if not, it checks whether the player is countering enemy's attack. How does that work? I will explain it to you in a much later tutorial when working on parries and counters. But in the meantime, I'm gonna show you how this works. So, yeah. What we don't need here is the target button. The reason why that I'm removing that is we're focusing on the creation of defense, not target. So from the condition of the branch, okay, before I do that, small reminder. If you want to bring out the branch, just hold the B key and left click, and there you go. But I already have a branch here, so once we have the branch, we need an OR boolean. And from here, we need is guarding. We need to determine whether or not the player is guarding an attack. That's if I have it. Well, I'll use blocking, so different naming, same thing. Anyway, I'll break out an AND equal. And what we're going to be using is the state integer. I'm sorry. Not state integer. Yeah, state parameter. have to make sure that this state parameter equals to 3. Another equal, and we're gonna use substate parameter, and that has to be equal to 1. Now, if any of this is true, then we're going to time our guards. So drag out block time, and what we're going to need from that is the plus. Drag this one out and get block time. Now what we're going to do is, from here, we're going to use multiplication. What we're multiplying here is delta seconds times custom time dilation. Or if you prefer, you can get world delta seconds like this one. But we're using delta seconds, so either way it works the same. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the block to our action states enumeration. So let's open up enumeration folder. We're gonna select enumeration states. What we're gonna add here is the block. The description here is basically blocks incoming attacks. Let's compile and save. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to need to open up our get hit and as you can see here, what we're going to do here is we're going to set everything inside this function. Well, not everything, but make modifications based on the current state. So let's bring out a branch. Then we're going to use is current state equal to any. Then from the target array, we're going to make array. And we're going to choose block right here. From true, we're going to set current state. And we're gonna leave it with nothing. Yeah. That's pretty much it here. Alright, something I want to mention before I move on to building the block system is if you go into initiate animation, as you can see, I have everything here, including this. You have to have blocking boolean variable here set to false if you want to be able to use it. If you forgot that, please add that in because it's very important. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to player and open up our player character. The first thing we're gonna do is we're going to be going inside our event tick. And what we're gonna do inside the event tick is to basically set up a our system here. So let's add a new sequence. Bring up a branch. From here, we're going to use the guard button. Or block, whatever you want to call it. Now, if this is true, then we'll need another branch. And we need to check if it is blocking. If it's false, then we'll use another branch. We'll bring out block with a question mark. If it's true, we need capability. Uncheck that. And what we're going to do is initialize animation. And restore movement defaults. We're going to use zero velocity here. Make sure that it orients character. Both hard and soft lock on. Now, what we're gonna do is bring out a branch. Use a knot bowling. We're gonna get is current state equal to any. And we're gonna make an array. We're choosing block. Bring out a branch. Let's collapse that to a function. And we're going to call this perform block. Let's get inside. Let's do this again. Determine if it's valid. Let's play in a montage. I'm gonna use select. I'm gonna determine if our character is in the air. If this is false, then we're gonna need unarmed block. That. We'll place it with aerial. We need a print string to see if it is valid. Alright, I got this. So I'm gonna do the same here with false, except I'm going to do it differently. So if this is false, then what I'm going to do is bring out a branch here and connect the blocking to this branch. Now, if this is true, then we're gonna need to use the state state parameter. And a substate parameter. Let's grab this. Oh, I forgot. You have to place a check mark on blocking. Uncheck that. Let's go here. Or defense. Let's see if I can make a copy out of this. Select these and replace a skeleton. And there we go. Save that. Now I'm gonna create an Anim montage. And what I'm gonna do is I'll add these to this montage. New montage section. Let's put a loop. Set something. Set combo. And this is where I end animation here. There we go. Time. Insert that. Let's move it to third person. I'm gonna create another one. gonna copy these two. And paste them right here. Let's go back. And before I test them out, I'm gonna have to type in N here, because that's where I named the sections of my block animations. So we'll be moving to third person here. Now, let's see what the results brings us here as I play this. Yep. Looking good. But I forgot to add an aerial block, which was a bit silly of me here. So now let's see the results. Yep. So we got ourselves a block system, both on the ground and on the air. Alright. The final part is setting up a hit reaction, aka a flinch, for whenever the player is guarding an attack against an enemy, and a montage that allows us to keep guarding even when flinched. First, we will go to our character. Then here, if you don't know, this is the flinch inside our character blueprint, and it uses this. So make sure you have this in before you start. From the event flinch, I have play Anim montage, and from this Anim montage, I have a select which uses the is character in the air boolean. From here, I'm gonna use is valid. It's false. Promote to a variable. And we're going to rename it unarmed ground flinch montage. If it's false, we're gonna name it the same way, except we replace ground with aerial. Flinch. Let's move that. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, I forgot something. Need a print string. To determine whether or not the flinch animation is valid. Now let's see. Yep, it's working. So let's go back to our character folder. Yeah, animation clips. Create them, and we're going to move them to third person. Alright, so I'm gonna add this one to the ground version and this one to the aerial version. Now let's give it a test run. Alright, What we don't have there is a montage where I can still block even when flinched. So yeah. Let's go to the final part of this tutorial. Alright, we don't have play and a montage, so we're gonna right click, go to blueprint class, and click on Anim notify. And we're going to rename this play animation montage. This applies for both player and the enemy. Let's drag this out. Choose play and montage. There's a check mark on that. If cast has failed, then we'll have to use a return node and set to false. Once we have that, we're gonna promote this to a variable. Same with this. These two variables must be exposed. Something like that. Open it again. I'm starting off with this one here. Copy. Paste. Open that. Use play and montage here. Use a loop. Let's copy that and paste. Now let's see what results we have right now. Something's very wrong here. Oh yeah. Let's go to perform block here. Yeah, my mistake. What we want is to copy this one. The guard start. For the aerial version, we do the same. Now let's see what results we have now. There we go. It's better now. Works both on the ground and on the air. So there you have it. That's how we set up our block system within our project. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel for future tutorials such as this. And for my next tutorial, I'll be showing you how I implement a parry system. And as always, keep this in mind, that what you take and learn from me is yours to do with as you see fit. Peace out and have a nice day.